everybody, Laura here. Thanks for joining me. Today I wanted to show you some fun ways to package up those gift cards. So we're starting with this flippy foldy doodad thingamajig. I don't know what it's called, but I created it using circle dies, and I used the stitched circle dies from Simon Says Stamp, and I used the largest one out of that die set. You could use any circle dies. If you wanted to make a larger gift card envelope, then you need larger circles. And I found the easiest way to go about assembling this was to make sure that my circle die cuts were scored in half. And that will help you in the end get your envelope all adhered together. So what I'm doing is just going through, I've used Simon Says Stamp cardstock. I've got blue violet here. The first one was orange peel and dull pink and some sunshine cardstock. Now once we've got those all scored and prepped and ready to go, I'm going to start adhering the corners together. Now this is where my handy dandy grid paper that I use, basically I use this just to stamp on, kind of like scratch paper, but the grid marks actually come in really handy here because they help you to really make sure you're getting a 90-degree angle on your corners. Otherwise, I started to go wonky and it didn't end up being a nice square. So I'm just kind of making sure that my sides are lined up with the lines on the grid paper so that I end up with a square shape on my envelope. And I'm just going around one by one, adhering the corners together. This is really, really fun, and I think it's kind of neat and a unique way to package up a gift card. Now, this one isn't really big enough to hold a standard size gift card. It's a smaller, but if you want to make it larger, then you're going to need larger circle dies. So anyhow, I had this smaller, really cute gift card from Target. It's kind of a shaped gift card, and I thought it was really, really fun. So I wanted to choose some fun colors to go along with it and kind of coordinate with my gift card. And you could definitely customize this for all different types of occasions. You can make it Christmassy. Pattern paper would be really awesome, especially double-sided pattern paper, because you're going to be seeing both sides, the front and back. So if you had some double-sided pattern paper, would look really cool. So we're just about all done here, and then look at that. That's what it looks like on the front and the back. And then now you can just adhere your cute little gift card. I think I put a little glue dot on the back of that. Okay, so here's the best part. You fold it, flip it, flop it, put it together. You think this would be the easiest part, but I always get confused. You know, one side needs to go under, one side needs to go over. Okay, so there, we got it figured out. Isn't that cute? Adorable. Now we're moving on to our next one. This is a traditional little gift card envelope. What I did was I used the gift card envelope craft die. This is by Simon Says Stamp. I die cut some dull pink cardstock. Then I took one of the screen elements, the heart, and I die cut that in before I adhered my envelope all together. I die cut that into that dull pink cardstock. So this allows you to do some embroidery magic on your project. And I use this So Easy aqua floss. I did kind of a tricolor heart there. You could leave it plain. You could do embroidery. You can do whatever you want to do. We're moving on to the next one. I've got a tag gift card holder. This is fun. You could hang it on the tree. You could tie it on a package. I made this one Christmas theme. I've got some island blue cardstock, and I am using my envelope punch board. So what I did was I cut my cardstock and measured it according to a 3x3 card, and the measurements are on the envelope punch board right there. So what you needed was a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 square of cardstock, and then it'll tell you the score mark. I can't remember that, but all I'm doing is scoring on 3 sides and then punching on the bottom 2. Does that make sense? So you're only going to score 3 times, punch on the bottom 2, and then when you fold it up together, you got yourself a handy dandy little tag gift card holder. How simple and quick is that to do? Isn't that fun? So, and then you could take the top of your envelope punch board and you can round the corner if you want to. And then I'm just going to adhere it together. This is about as quick as can be, and you can embellish this any way that your heart desires. I've already gone ahead and stamped my sentiment, my little image. I used the Winter Friends image of Santa. I cropped him off to the side, and then I used a sentiment from Build a Snowman. And now what I'm doing is making a little like hole reinforcer that I'm going to put on the top of my tag. So I'm using a 1/4 inch circle punch and then a 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm not sure what you call these things. I call them hole reinforcers. I don't know what they're called. Okay, so what I'm doing is taking that 1/4 inch punch, punching a hole on the top of my tag, and then I'm going to glue that little red hole reinforcer accent on top. This is definitely a step that you don't have to take the time to do, but I just like adding that little pop of color, kind of ties in with that Santa. And it just really makes the whole thing more jolly. Santa's happier about it. I'm happier about it. You can see how the gift card just pops right in there. This is the easiest one of all the gift card holders to make. So give it a try. Okay, moving on to our next one. This is what I call the pop-up gift card holder. When you open it up, it kind of pops up. The gift card is held right in the center there. And this is really fun. Very easy to make. I'm starting with a 10.5 by 4 1/4 piece of lipstick red cardstock. And now I'm going to begin scoring at 3, at 4 1/4, at 5.5. I believe I saw the tutorial for this on the May Arts blog to make this little gift card holder. I kind of adapted it to myself. Now my scoreboard is not long enough, so I need to fold my cardstock there at the 5.5 mark and butt it up, and then I'm going to score again at 3. Now, once you get that all scored, you can begin folding it and creating your card. You can see how that middle, it comes together. Super simple, quick and easy. Now we're going to take some score tape. This is heavy duty stuff here. I use it all the time. I love this really thin tape. I think it's a 1/4 inch score tape. And we're going to begin making our little pop-ups. So you adhere those two pieces together. I hope I'm not moving too fast. So what you got to do now is die cut a little slit into that little pop-up part to make a little slit for your gift card to hold. Now what I used was the stitched square dies, and trying to cut through those two pieces of cardstock was a little tough, so I had to run my X-Acto knife in there to kind of reinforce that cut. Now you can see how the gift card pops right in there. You could use any die to cut that little slit, but you just got to make sure that it's something that's large enough, that's longer, a little bit longer than your gift card, and see how that folds up and then pops up. That is so fun. And now you can embellish this any way you want. I went ahead and pre-did my little embellishments. I used the Build a Snowman with the coordinating dies, as well as I'm going to emboss the sentiment from that Build a Snowman set. And I rubbed it down with my magic powder bag, stamping it with Versamark, and pouring on some Simon Says Stamp white embossing powder. Normally, I would recommend doing your embossing first before you add your embellishments and all that, just in case, the heat gun doesn't warp your snowman and all that stuff. But actually, I had my heat gun nice and hot, and the embossing powder melted really quick, so nothing was harmed. Okay, we're moving on to our last one. This is a 4-bar size card, so it's a 3.5 by 5 card with a little flap that folds in. So what you do is you take a piece of cardstock. This is Nina Solar White. It's 10.5 long by 5 tall. And then I scored it 3.5, 3.5. So, and then I'm making this little, I just freehanded an angle there and I cut it with my X-Acto knife. So see how that folds in, that little flap? And then that's going to hold your gift card. Again, I'm taking my score tape. I hope I'm not wearing you out. This is like an aerobic class. This is the aerobic class of gift cards. It just goes and goes and goes. You can hardly catch a breath. And but so many fun ways that you can package up your gift cards. I hope this inspires you and that you give some of these a try, customize them, switch it up, make it your own, have fun with it. And okay, so we've got a three bar size card. The gift card slides in there like it was meant to be. Super quick and fun, easy. Now all we got to do is decorate the front of the card anyhow you want to do it. I wanted to play with this new mod circle frame die. So now this is actually a size for a standard size card, a 5.5 by 4 1/4. But since my card is 4-bar, it's going to hang off, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and piece everything on, and then I'll trim it all down to size, and it will look fabulous. Okay, so I went ahead and took this mod circle frame die, and I did a bunch of different colors. And I'm just piecing them all together using tombow mono adhesive. No rhyme or reason. I just randomly placed colors in there, what I liked. When that was all finished, I trimmed it off, and then I added a sentiment from the Tag Saying stamp set. This is really hip modern. I think this looks like a fun teenage card. So that's all there is to all these 5 different gift card holders. Lots of fun and inspiring ways to package up your gift cards. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.